Hold on. Tune in to Front Office Bosses Podcast. We back. This week on TikTok today. We just want to welcome everybody. Again, this is Front Office Bosses Podcast, and we kind of new to y'all, so yeah, welcome us and do what y'all supposed to do, which is just tune in and see if y'all like it. Continue on. I just had to shoot that out there just so everybody know. It's me, two guys. We got
Triple Black.
the
Electric Man.
Electric Man. Triple Black, the Electric Man.
Always got a different name.
Different mantra.
Yeah, always.
You gotta have 100.
Yeah,
you gotta have 100 before you pass.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, before you make one out. But I guess we were having a discussion about certification as far as, you know, police-wise and everything. The new subject we were actually speaking about was the incident that recently happened with the Beaufort County officer in the neighborhood of Squires Gate with the three teens, and we were talking about certification and what the process was to be a police. And my brother Corey here we were kind of going back and forth about, you know, if cops had to be certified or if they had to have police academy, and that was kind of the argument we were talking about. But as we would say, that's the biggest subject going on right now. How do people feel about what they saw in the media as far as this off-duty officer exceeding his authority for his neighborhood? And, you know, I was telling him, you know, it's two sides to every story, and we only saw what we saw. We didn't see the actual beginning of that. So that's kind of been the conglomerate of that. So
yeah, to speak on the beginning, I only see the part where they had the kids on the ground, the cop had his gun out. It's a beginning video, you said?
Yeah, there was another video that was shown just here recently. I don't know how much traction it got, but it was showing the incident that led up to this altercation that happened. And it showed that, you know, the young teens were being a bit, somewhat belligerent towards the gentleman before they found out exactly who he was. And then the second part starts where he's out and he's shown brandishing a weapon, pointing it at them, assaulting the children, them screaming for their mother, you know, and, you know, what so on, you know. And, you know, I was just saying, you know, as we said, you know, there are always two sides to everything. But at the core of it, yes, he went far beyond what he was supposed to. And even as I was telling someone before, they were saying, had I saw it, and I had only saw the beginning video, but knowing the sheriff personally, you know, from years on, I knew that guy lost his job, you know, without a doubt. There was no doubt about it that he lost his job. That was gone. He, you know,
now.
He would have lost some retirement.
Like Corey said earlier, he brought up a good topic as far as, you know, do you think, you know, the attention was brought on because of the race of the child, being that everyone may not have seen everyone that was actually on scene? You might have, like he said,
I think that's why it's getting a lot of further reach.
Yeah,
a lot of traction. Yeah,
you know,
traction.
Other than it being a video recorded, you know what I'm saying, on social media already. You know, different kind of people are speaking about it. You know, and I mean, obviously, you know, you hear Hilton Head and a certain demographic of people pop in your head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And so
yeah,
just because you don't really see in that, and not from the first video, but the second video, you don't really see people. You hear, and from the voice, you would take that as being maybe a white person or a Caucasian kid or something like that. You know, but you said it was a black kid out.
Yeah,
one of them was
a black kid.
And
black
one
kid.
was a Spanish kid.
Yeah, one was a Spanish kid, one was a white kid.
You had three different nationalities of people.
Yeah.
So allegedly, from what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
But as we know too, you know, living on Hilton Head, you know, we all know that for the most part, everybody is kind of a melting pot.
Well, we know it's diverse here, but outside,
but other places, you guys all hang out together. Yeah, everybody. You go to, I mean, because
you must got money.
In my day when we had parties, it wasn't like blacks and white. It was shit. It was everybody was.
I'm speaking from like the outside.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
I agree. Yes. I
mean,
agree.
growing up on the island and living here, you know the demographic. You know everybody. The kind of melting pot it is. Yeah. But when you got eyes from northwest part of the state, the north part of the state, above Charleston, when people don't look at us, they don't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because of how they hear about it. So when you have a video like that comes out, and it gains other kind of attention because what people already think, and then you don't really see, you don't have a visual of who the people being assaulted. You hear the voices, and sonically it sounds different. It
was crazy. You know what I mean? Just the fact for that to happen. Again, you had a fair point to what you said. The things that they were saying, kind of obviously fueled what transpired. But I still don't think
it didn't merit what he did because teens are But let me say this: I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to be looked at as, you're taking sides of this person. I'll just say this: that there is some other footage out there for the public to see, and
see that's what I was going to say. We saw what generally all videos be the start of the opposing, so-called opposing,
the middle or the end.
I'm not going to show you me being bad.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you someone else being bad. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I may have this, I may have been recording of things that I was saying prior to me airing what I aired. I just didn't air what I said. So that's what we saw. We saw the kids airing, because you said it's a whole nother video. It's a whole beginning video.
Yeah, it's a whole beginning video when the incident first starts. And I would just encourage some people to look at that and see. Now, let me say that.
Can you find it? I don't think people can find it.
It's on there. If you go on Newsbreak, it's on Newsbreak.
In its entirety?
Yeah, the very, very beginning of how the altercation first started. And like I said, I don't give that any merit to what that adult officer did, because what he did, I still think, was extreme. Yeah. There was no need for that type of physical altercation when it was only verbal. And you as a man, if you can't take a verbal battering, then how are you going to be an officer?
Well, I always say that. Okay, but then at the same time, we from the outside looking in don't know how long that situation was brewing.
Yeah, yes. And let me say this too.
And that don't look like it was something that just happened that
day. But
that's something that's been ongoing.
And to a sense too, he has always been the neighborhood tyrant.
Antagonist.
Yes, of that area. Speaking with some other individuals, I won't name names, but that's not the first altercation that officer has had in that neighborhood with children, with other children passing through the neighborhood or just being there. He's always had a hard on as the I'm the neighborhood,
use of power.
Yes, and you go to multiple homeowners associations in different neighborhoods like this, and you'll find that there's 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 of them that have that same mental construct that, this is my neighborhood, and anyone who comes in here,
Now we get into what I wanted to talk about.
You don't live here, so I've been in a homeowners association the same way too, where one time I lived in one where I was the only person of color, and I had to make myself known to these people that, yes, this is who I am, but don't look at the stereotypes of the world, because I don't fall into that category. If that's what you're thinking, that's what I'm here for. That's not what I am. You know, I go to work like you do. I put my pants on one leg at a time.
I think
Most of the time I jump in them too. You know?
I think it's absurd how you gotta even explain that or convince somebody to look at you other than what you are. Like, I know, and we do that to everybody else, but more so, I ain't gonna lie. More so with black people, we gotta almost like
explain who we
perform,
are.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, damn, you know, I gotta really show you. Just off you looking at me face value, your judgment is this. That's crazy. Though it may come from past, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I have to literally go, hey, I'm your neighbor. I'm Earl. How you doing? Nice
you
to
know
meet
what I'm saying? Like you said,
So you don't feel a threat.
I mean, sometimes in some neighborhoods,
And sometimes, let me say, in some of the neighborhoods, guess what? You give a fuck who you are.
a lot of them don't.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
I love
And
that.
they go in their house, they don't want to know nothing about you.
Yeah, some friendly. You know.
It can be a yes and no thing.
I always said I thought black people were counter racist, meaning not everybody. Meaning racist if you may be racist against us.
Yeah.
But I'm not splitting and dividing. But I don't think a lot of black people come out the gate just racist. Like, we got time for that shit. We got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to have you not hate me for nothing. Yeah, I don't got time to hate you for nothing.
That's what I meant by counter racist. Like,
Yeah, I
even
get
if it get like that, it ain't out the gate like, you know what, I hate that man. You know what? Nah, like, we like, yo, what's up? Oh, come over here. More so like, yo. So that's why I always feel like if something happens to you, then you like, yo. You know what I mean? Then it get there, but it's not out the gate. You know what I mean? I just had to say that. But yeah. That and like I said, I maybe we shouldn't have ate this shit. It's very good. How I was talking about how the police don't protect you. In my opinion, it's not a police beat up rant, but I think they protect and serve themselves more, or other cops more so than they do the public. Mentally, like, as far as like the first thought isn't like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna secure this shit. It's more so just like, nah, man, like, I'm just gonna make it home to my kids, my family. It's like, damn, so are we. So
you know,
everybody else is trying to make it home.
Because I think, you know, and I've spoken to some officers, and some officers are like that.
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't care nothing about no color. This is a job to me. All I want to do is get my paycheck and go to my family. Now, when they call me and tell me I got to come someplace, and I got to come and I got to come. And this is what I got to do. But I don't really care about the color of your skin or the fabric of who you really are.
I don't know.
You know,
I disagree, but agree, and then disagree. You know what I'm saying? Because
and
I think it's the demographic and we live at, the region or area.
That's
we live
true
at.
too. Because some places they just don't.
Different.
Yes.
And
That's a fact.
Policing you will get.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact.
But
that's a fact. Because all skin folk ain't kin folk. Some places you go to too.
Well, no,
and they hate you more.
That's
true. Because
and
I know what y'all about. I come from that.
A lot of times being an officer, it can be like religious too. You know what I'm saying? And it falls within religion. A lot of I forgot the denomination, but it's one denomination of religion. They were taught that, you know, black people come from the devil, or black people, black skin.
Yeah, Mormons. Yeah,
a lot of So they have
I eat them up.
No feeling about killing you.
No, they
don't. Already think that
you are cursed because of your skin. Yeah, you automatically cursed. Yeah.
A lot of that plays on people's mental. Like a lot of Italians. If you go up north to certain regions up north, a lot of police officers are Italian.
They don't care.
You know, some Italians, if they're not Sicilian and they claim to be Italian, they don't really favor too much to dark skinned people.
I think the girl that went to Catholic school, she was Italian.
You know, you go to different other different regions, you know, the Midwest and you know, places like that, where a lot of different kind of things come into play, even though it shouldn't as you, an officer. But then back to what you were saying, as far as what the police officers protect, they only protect the businesses. They don't protect you.
I believe that.
They only protect the businesses or you know, property of businesses and the government.
Their de-escalation skills is trash. They don't try to. It's just either I'm gonna bust your ass or it's either or.
Well, it's because it's a money thing. It's a profit thing. It's profit. You're look what it is. They charge you. What is it? You go to the store, you get charged. You know, to sell. You get sold things, right? You go for the sale, you know. It's they always work on you. But it's a monetary thing. You know what I'm saying? They gotta make money, and that's what it is. You are the money. So if they and you know they play off of people's emotions and their attitude, and you know if you can't control that,
then you gonna be a victim. And I see a lot of times where you know, altercations between certain races will turn to escalation because the person is they already have this PTSD syndrome. So it's like they already, it's like a cocked gun. I'm already cocked and ready for you. Yeah. And the cop has a cocked gun and ready. Yeah. And when those two collide, dog, it's just not that in the fact of the line of the interaction, the start of the interaction. Right. How the conversation starts. Yeah. Questioning. And where you coming from? How the questioning that that all of that. They actually open in the questions, or rhetorical questions, or not rhetorical. When you just say you're going to your mama's house, now you're going to the store. Yeah. So which one is you going? Is you coming from your mama's house, or you going to the store? I'm doing both, man. And then the person gets frustrated. Yeah. Hey, calm down. Now you're an idiot. You know, why are you getting so hostile? Yeah. Man, I ain't getting hostile, man. You just had me.
Yeah. But that's a part of
10-14.
That's a part of.
Can we step it up? Get some back up down here.
That's
what they do. They set you up. They know, and they know who to approach. They know how to approach you.
They taught that. They taught that in training. That's the certification.
In the South,
when they run into you and you super educated, dog, you can see the face. You can see that face is turned flush. Now you're getting frustrated because I'm confined to. And you don't know, and your training. They didn't train you to deal with me. They trained you to deal with the fool. But they ain't trained you to deal with me. So now what are you gonna do now? What do you want to do? Huh? Can I see your supervisor? Boy. Well, that's when they want to beat you there, boy.
That too.
Yeah, but like I said, but back to the situation we was talking about with that, like I was saying, I don't agree with the extent of what the officer went to. I think those children right there are going to have possibly some real issues here in the future if they don't have any already. But I would encourage everybody to just take a look and see, to see what else conspired before this whole altercation started. It's a much bigger story than what we're getting. We're only getting a small part of it. Yes, the officer went way too far. He had no right to do that. And, like I said, I told people from the beginning, PJ Tanner ain't gonna stand for that. And because I've seen him fire white officers and black officers, it don't matter. If you go against the protocol that he has, you can forget about it. And I'll say this, I think he's fired more white officers than he has blacks. If you want to go and look it up, you can. But I'm almost sure of that. I'm not gonna go into, all of what I know, but I'm telling you, it was a time when he fired a whole squad.
I don't think that. I was looking at how the guy swung on the kid swung on the cop. I think me and you was talking me and somebody I think if that was a black kid And I hate to be like that, but I think that was the black kid, or the black kid that was there. That
He
was
would've shot him.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
would have killed him.
I was just thinking about that.
He would have killed him.
It's funny how we look at it and we be like, we'll see the video and like, damn.
That was a black
Almost like, yo, he allowed to do that? Like,
he let him go that far?
it's crazy how our mind go there, right? Because we like, we trained to see what we see when that happens. If it's a black dude, we like, oh, he about to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Automatically, you go there, you like, oh, shit. And when I saw it, I'm like, I kind of thought that. I said, well,
but that raised
I was like, oh,
questions.
shit.
That do raise questions like,
Yeah.
how come it's so easy for you to? But
you escalate.
No, how come it's so easy for you to reach for the taser when it's,
He didn't reach for it. He went
Well,
straight.
no, I'm just saying, in any other situation that we see, you know what I mean?
And that's
It's much easier for, like, I've seen
Yeah.
a video where a police officer actually went for the taser
Right.
for one, incident.
Yeah.
And then the whole nother incident, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Straight gun.
he didn't
Yeah.
pull the gun, but that's the first
It was-
side he
yeah.
went to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so,
It's very.
but
Yeah, that's what I
that's
realized.
to beat that mentally in your head, have that image in your head. That's what I believe. So
Nah, made me think. I was like, damn, that was somebody else. They probably would have shot him.
yeah.
But it's not like I said.
I think if it was, I think if it was anybody else probably in a different region, it would.
Yeah, it would have been a shooting. Yes, I definitely.
think it probably would have been. It
That
could have been a shooting here,
That was New
but
York.
it would have been like a very, very long standoff
Yeah,
type
before it
shooting.
happened. Yeah. But
You
that
know what
was-
I'm trying to say?
That was
like,
New York and New Jersey.
oh yeah, they were shooting.
You shot them boys, man.
Oh,
You see, they shot.
Oh,
they shot.
Atlanta.
Well, they shot fucking 14-year-old Tamar Rice, boy, and that boy had a damn water gun or what do you call it, a starter pistol. They rolled up on him and shot him out the window. Bam! He was in the park playing by himself. He wasn't even threatening nobody. Kill that young man.
He's crazy. Like,
He pulled the firearm on him.
They said he threatened, but pulling
They say.
pulling a gun on somebody is a felony. It's a felony, and it's punishable by fine and jail.
By jail, yeah, but
What?
sad that I
Is
have
it different?
No, it's
Or
not.
is it what is it police immunity? Is what you're saying? He has immunity?
No,
That's what he do?
No, I was saying about the young man being killed with the with the toy gun. Just he in the park playing by himself.
Right.
He was of no threat to anybody.
Yeah, but when the officers came, he
Rolled up
pointed
on
the gun.
That's
for
what
the
they-
officers.
That's what.
a threat to
That's
the
what.
officer.
Yeah, and that's what. Well, let me say this right here. Tamar can't speak for himself.
No, he can't. I mean,
And that's what the
he
officer said. He pulled the gun. And
He can't.
What if he didn't?
I mean, did the officer have on body camera?
No, he didn't. They didn't show any of that.
How do we know body camera? Was body cameras a thing at that time?
Like I said,
Shouldn't he had it on?
he should have had, but
That
was never introduced into evidence. They just
Why
showed.
not?
They
All
showed.
right, let me stop because I'm gonna go somewhere.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna go somewhere.
well, they showed
I
it-
don't want to go there.
They showed a distant
Oh, yeah.
camera of him, and they
Showing
and
they
that's all
pulled
you
up.
saw. You saw them pulling up, and they shot him. There was
they
no war.
shot him before they opened the door.
Yeah, they shot him in the car, like I
Like,
said.
what the?
Yeah, he was in the car. He didn't even know what was
That was
what was
crazy.
coming. But anyway,
They drive by.
different That's what exactly.
Drive by.
That's what it was.
They stopped though.
That's what it was.
Damn, that shit was.
And that officer got.
Oh, you gotta go.
The officer still got his job.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Kid.
But I can tell you this right here. Let me say this though. Everything that's going on with the, innocent people being killed, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, like this right here. I tell everybody this all the time. We can make this innocent people being shot, for no reason by officers. If we say right now, if we induct this thing to say that from now on, if an officer shoots somebody and it's found that officer is guilty, right? He didn't go by protocol, as as if they said they're gonna sue, right? Mm-hmm. If we say from now on, if you shoot him and kill him, and it's found that you're at fault, the state's not gonna pay.
Pay anymore what?
We're not gonna pay the victim. When the victim sues, let's say the victim, it was found that the officer was wrong, and the victim sues, and the victim gets $2.5 million, $5 million, right? Only the state's paid. Whatever.
Insurance company paid.
Insurance and state, whatever, however you want to say it. Right?
No, the insurance company paid. There's a separate insurance company that these officers got to get bonded by.
But from now on, but it still costs the state.
No.
Yes, it does. So I ain't gonna argue that with you. I'm gonna just say this right here. I'm gonna get my point. I'm gonna get my point across.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell them from now on that money gonna come out your pension.
Well, pension.
See how fast that shit stop.
I see what you see. You said that before, so yeah.
See how I guarantee you.
Top pensions.
Yeah. It's gonna come out your retirement plan from all your buddies that's cops now.
Oh, you got 5 infractions?
You think Bob gonna stand up for his homeboy and know he gonna lose his house?
See, that's why they
Hey man, look here, man.
I told you don't shoot that boy. You
understand what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. I ain't trying to go into all the politics of what.
That's why the politics are there to prevent that.
But it's not stopping. Regardless, it ain't stopping. But if you take that, I'll tell you what.
That'd be crazy.
Tell them that shit come out your pension.
Yeah.
And one of them dudes who've been there 40 years, and he get ready to retire, and you tell him his pension gonna get cut short because asshole over here shot an innocent person, guess what? Mm-hmm. His ass be on the chopping block.
No, one more time.
He didn't know. Hey, Chief, look, he killed that boy.
He did, I ain't gonna lie. And he killed 2 more before that.
Yeah.
He was like, yo.
Yeah.
Nah,
boy, let me tell you something. The same way on another 48, when they bring in that soda and that chicken sandwich for that nigga, and heat up in that interrogation shit for 12 hours, and they getting that chicken shit. Hey, man, look. Yo, man, D got all the dope. Let's start doing this. This.
Yeah.
What? Listen, boy.
Yeah, I keep my shit.
Man, I ain't going down. You ain't gonna fuck it with. I got kids in college.
If you had different stimulations for how they with their money, that should have changed for real.
Fuck with their money. Fuck with somebody's money.
Cause that's somebody's life.
We just don't know the procedure.
You don't know the procedure.
Man, listen, man.
Listen,
man. It's all kind of procedures. It's all this. It's all that. And I agree with you. But some of that shit don't have no fucking merit, man. At the end of the day, man. And you ain't got and some people ain't got but so much money, so much time, and so much lawyers to lawyer up or go into books like you said. And I agree with you. There's a lot of knowledge out there that can save people and do a lot of things, but it's all time based. It's all about, and your time is money. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't have the resources to go out there. Some people just don't have the common knowledge to to interact with what you're saying. So I don't take nothing away from what you're saying. I agree with you on a lot of things.
No, but all I'm saying is those red tapes are there to prevent what you say.
I agree.
Ain't no way they gonna change that.
but there is some. But I'm trying to say there's a way to induct certain things to cut that red tape right down the fucking middle. Kill it. Okay, you know what it ain't? This is a cut and dry situation. Hey, look here. You kill that motherfucker. Guess what? You gotta go to prison. Cause you ain't fucking with my pension. Yeah. Okay. I got 3 kids in college. You know what I'm saying? And I got a house.
You tell it.
You
tell it. I word. You tell
it is.
It's
real. I mean, we
can say something of that shit all day. Yeah. I'm just simply saying a quick. And another way too is.
Oh no, you tell the chief, hey, listen, your whole department got.
But another thing too, back to what he was saying is insurance policies too.
Yeah.
But if more of us black had insurance,
people say that shit on the internet. That shit does not pan out like that.
It does. In the same way with
It don't
the
pan
same-
out
yeah.
like that.
with the same way what you talking about with the paperwork and all that. The red
No,
tape.
it's not the paperwork. No, when a police officer, what I'm talking about is for a police officer to be a police officer, they have to get bonded. They
Understand
themselves.
that.
So you're not suing the state. You're
suing-
suing them.
Yeah,
You're suing them. They have to get a surety bond. I know you know what a surety bond is.
yes, sir.
So that's
Yes,
where
sir.
that's where that 2-point-something million is coming from. It's coming from that, the insurance company. So they're not gonna do. That's why they're there to prevent what you said.
They're gonna do their own investigation.
You
And
know how smart that shit is. What you just said. You know how smart that is.
I understand. Yes,
You think they're that smart? Do you think they want you to know that you that smart?
I get what you're saying.
Nah,
What you're
man.
saying.
It's TikTok too. They like you hear what the ball looks like.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
What time
No.
does this come on Saturday?
Nah.
Yeah.
But hold the fuck up.
Nah, but but if we knew that, then maybe if a lot more of us would
That's what I
attack,
mean. It was
attack that,
a conglomerate of us had to do it.
attack that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
things.
okay, this officer gave you 3 tickets in a month. He gave you 4 tickets in a month. He gave me like 6 in a month. Well, damn, wait, hold on. Who's insuring him? Because he's doing something that he's not supposed to be doing. So now I'm gonna put a report in or a bid in or a lien or something against his insurance policy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he's a high risk.
Now
if he's a high risk.
they ain't gonna insure
They ain't
him.
going, or his premium is going to be much higher.
Ain't no
Or
premium.
most
They ain't
times,
gonna insure him.
or most times they're going to say, you know what, you are a liability, and we cannot.
SR22.
Yeah, we can't.
No,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
true.
yeah. You can't pay $1,200 a month for $9 insurance because you keep getting caught drinking and driving. We can't put no blower. You can't put no blower in your car and make sure your shit don't crank.
Yeah.
You a drunk.
Yeah,
You
nah.
know.
No SR22.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Nah,
'cause I
like-
had a homeboy who had a blower in his
Niggas
car.
said what? That shit real.
He used to.
Yeah, that's
With the blower?
Fuck out of here.
The blower in your car?
Yo,
That shit's real.
never heard of that shit.
Swear to God.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
listen.
lying.
I got a homeboy who had that shit.
Hey,
He
yo.
had the blower to crank his car.
Tell you, man,
For real?
real fast.
Yeah, I
Yes.
knew a girl.
Shit.
It was a girl that had.
Swear to
it one
God.
time, and
And-
she got her friend to blow in.
Yeah.
Man, listen. And the shit was so fucked up was like, he fuck around and the shit broke. And he had to pay to get the machine fixed
But yeah,
Well,
even
They
though it's a
ordered-
state machine.
in order to keep his insurance.
Yeah.
And he had, and it was a protocol to that thing that it had to have so many cranks. Like, he couldn't just like say, okay, fuck it, I ain't gonna drive the motherfucker no more.
Yeah. Nah, he had to drive it.
He had to drive.
And they got to report to his car. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come report to him. Blowing this shit.
And I mean, you know what's so fucking crazy? If he ate something that had like alcohol content in it wouldn't crank. If he fuck around and put
you know that.
if he
Don't fuck with them too many bananas and things.
anything that could
Overripe banana will
yeah,
fucking
anything that-
make you
anything
go-
that
go-
any
Ferment.
fruit that could ferment.
Yeah.
If he ate an orange that was too
Yeah,
old,
orange. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I know about
motherfucker
that.
wouldn't crank.
Yeah.
If he put
Yeah,
on
trigger that machine.
if he
You
put
know,
on
cologne.
hand sanitizer, too much of it.
Yeah.
You know, because
I know that.
you know that the biggest organ in your body is your skin because it's
Yeah.
porous.
Yeah.
So it absorbs any man. It was a fucking nightmare for that dude.
Wow, you know
Absolute fucking nightmare. I never forget that motherfucker got stuck one night somewhere and I had to come and get him. They didn't give a fuck who blew in that
I was about to
motherfucker.
ask him. I was about to say, Paul, you had to blow in the zone?
He wasn't drunk.
Oh, okay. I'm saying you.
He
Yeah,
was
you
drunk.
like-
The machine
I'm gonna
malfunctioned.
say, you called me, yo, come stop my girlfriend. Like, what?
The machine malfunctioned and the bitch did not let it start cranking.
Oh, wow.
I got to see this shit in person. I was like, serious? I know some motherfuckers who are pure fucking drunks and they ain't got one of these motherfuckers in their car.
Like, they ain't catch you. That's why.
You
That's
get one.
crazy.
Yeah. That's what it is.
He wanted to drive, and unfortunately, the insurance company that he had, that was his stipulation, being that he had so many PUIs under him, only way they was gonna give him insurance was he had to put that machine in his car, and it was through the state. I think he paid He had SR22, which was non-owner's insurance. Then he went and got like a temporary license. Man, I'm telling you, man, that dude was paying a mortgage every month to drive to work.
That's crazy.
So the same money he was making at work, he was spitting it right back out into.
How did this shit look?
How did it look?
Yeah.
It's a tool.
No,
And
like where did it come from? Give me a visual pause on the car. Like how did shit?
It's a little
Like
box that
steering
it's a
wheel?
little, and you got, and he had to take it to a place. It's a place in Buford that install them. That the state, that's who the state send everybody to go there. It's a little box. It's like a little computer, and it's got a tube right there. And you blow it in. You turn your ignition right, and when you turn your ignition on, the ignition activates the actual box, right?
Wow.
And then you gotta wait. You're like beep beep beep, and you blow until the machine is enough air pressure from you blowing that the machine reads it and regulates that it's enough pressure, and then it analyzes your breath to say that there's no alcohol inside of you, and then it allows the ignition to turn on.
Okay, is this for the day? Is this every startup?
Every
Man,
startup.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck. Yeah,
Boy, listen.
yeah. Let's say you go to your house in Walmart, and you cut some shit off. You cut it off. And when you get back in there, you gotta blow it again.
That shit better be for the fucking
Oh,
day.
that shit ain't for the day, nigga.
I ain't drunk today.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Every time you cut that motherfucker off, you gotta restart again.
Damn. That defeats the purpose of it. They want to make sure you don't cut it off, then go get drunk, then come back. Like, yeah, nah, I get it. But still, man, that's woo.
It's extreme.
Yeah, it happens though.
That's extreme.
That don't stop making you drink it all.
It don't.
Like, yo, listen,
Actually,
and it's some professionals who
Actually,
would still get sloppy and still
Actually.
go to work.
actually, if you think about it, that shit stress you out. That shit make you drink more. Fuck it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to the liquor store and buy a whole gallon.
Car broke, man.
Harder liquor.
That's what happened. Why you trying to shit fucked up?
You fall down,
You know
drunk
what I
now.
mean? Yeah. Well, put it on your bike then. Oh, you biking to work. Put that shit on your bike then. They don't be stopping.
Nah,
you about to walk?
Well, you get
See, I'm not. Yeah.
To eat something, bro.
Traveling.
And y'all talking about that shit on the real shit, boy.
That's on your
80%
bike.
80% of these motherfuckers you see riding these electric bikes,
Yeah,
them
yeah.
motherfuckers lost their
Hey.
license for drinking.
Oh, no. That's all, I know that. That's all the shit you can get. That's the last.
Them motherfuckers, that's the last frontier,
Oh,
boy.
no, hey, you see, like,
Motherfucker drunk, boy.
Oh, yeah, we know shit, man.
Yo, you stupid.
But
No,
you
that's
fucked up,
a
boy.
fact.
That
Yo,
bitch wasted,
that's a
bro.
fact.
You stupid.
And you look at the
Everybody.
motherfucker, hey, you see the motherfucker in the scooter, right? And like 3 months later, you look at the scooter.
God
Yeah,
damn,
like
it.
he ready.
Y'all broke up.
Fuck, man. Well, you like, he like, well, shit, you know, I'm a drunk. Shit. Fuck, man.
Gonna go like this, man.
Fell
Damn.
down. You say, yeah, so it's like, oh.
Hey, boy, we tell you something.
I see somebody
Hey,
on
boy.
the strip, too. That's funny
Hey,
you
boy,
said that.
that fucking electric scooter and that motor pad, that should take the skin off your
Give me
ass.
the moped.
That
I
motherfucker,
learned my lesson.
that
though,
shit will
man.
make meat
Everybody
disappear,
fell.
boy.
Man,
Walk around.
I ain't talking about the scooter. I'm talking about after drinking and driving. Nigga.
Oh, man. I'm scared to do that. I ain't lying.
And that shit is ugly, cuz.
Oh,
Man,
no.
listen.
Good evening, hoodie.
Yeah.
Well,
Be good.
Man, it is no joke out here, man.
Yeah, man. That's
Wow.
wow. Yeah, that's wow.
Listen.
No.
Well, you don't want to hear my philosophy,
Don't
right?
drink and
I know.
drive.
Listen, you can drink, just don't drink and drive, motherfucker. Go someplace and get drink and then drive home before you get fucked up. But don't be going on the road with fucking, drinking and driving. That's a bad thing. But
I mean, don't do either, man.
What? My homegirl told me on
Don't do either.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah. My homegirl told me on the day drinking, which is dope.
she a day drinker?
That shit was dope, though. Cause
Day drinking is fire.
Cause what? Cause then you
Sober up, man.
What? Bro, no. You finish at like fucking 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Go home, take a nap. You up at like 9. You like, shwoo.
I can't,
Lit.
I
Yeah,
yes
I
and no.
don't drink, so,
But it was a time when I was a day drinker.
I heard
Not
about that.
that kind of day drinking.
Like when we wake up.
No, not
He
that.
said not that kind of thing.
Not that kind of thing.
You mean like still ain't the tree drinking?
Not that kind of day drinking either.
Drink till you fall.
No, not
you
that
want to
kind
fight
of
the
day
motherfucker
drinking.
you been hanging out with all
Talking
day.
about like a happy hour kind of day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like by 9 o'clock you're waking up.
Establishment kind of drinker.
Establishment drinking.
Yeah, not a shade tree drinker. Not a fall out of bed drinker.
No.
Wake up! I call it wake up in the bottle.
That I've been there.
Alarm clock ring.
Oh yeah.
It's 6 o'clock.
It's funny because every time you go say not that one, I'm like, damn, I got it. Damn, okay. That's funny. It took me like 2 seconds while I'm like, what I do? Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah,
funny.
man.
He said,
Different
"No, not
kind
that
of day
one
drinking.
Wow.
He said, "Oh, you talking about the sit under the tree
That
all
was
day
funny.
kind of day drinking?" No, not that kind
We
of day.
still get up in the morning time.
That's the slick smoke liquor kind.
Oh God. Yeah, we get on that.
Boy, that ball liquor, boy. Woo. That's the devil in a can, boy.
Slick smoke liquor.
Yeah, boy. That and they put that. They even tell you something between that crack and fucking lottery. Worst thing ever put in black
You
nigga.
don't like the still? You don't like the still
I
reserve?
was in college.
Still reserve?
When they came out.
You don't like the still reserve?
That was crack in the can. Cocaine in the can. Bro, not that. I'm never done.
I'm gonna tell you, if they ain't take it off the shelf, it's not crack in the can.
Well,
No, I'm just saying how
Crack, it ain't crack.
quickly intoxicated you
Still
become.
reserve? What? 211? That's what it is, right?
Yes.
211.
Man, that shit is crazy. We was in college when that shit came out.
Let me tell you
We
something.
was like,
When
yo.
I saw that shit say still reserved 211, them numbers and that shit.
Like,
What the fuck is a still reserve?
Man,
And what the fuck is a 211? Like
No.
that told you that was like death in a can right there.
That's
man.
it. I'm telling you, be like, oh, damn.
Yo, when I seen the motherfucker drink like 6 of them shit,
No,
bro.
that's a no.
Tall boys
I'm talking about one.
and function.
No. Before work, too, I've actually seen
Listen,
something
man.
like that.
I seen the motherfucker do that shit and be landscaping, dog.
No.
They outwork everybody. I said, boy, this some shit here, boy. This motherfucker right here, true champion. You ought to go to drink champs with them boys. You can fuck them boys up because you can drink a 6-pack of them motherfuckers, tall boys, throughout the day and be, hey man, I need to hurry up. Damn, boy.
Ice House.
Oh
You know
my
something
god. Oh god. I need to see Ice
That's
House.
another one, too.
Oh, God.
Ice House?
Them shit's crazy.
I don't drink like
Me
I-
neither.
I-
I'm talking about in my
name
college
them
days.
I'm just naming
College
them.
days?
Name
211
them.
Ice House.
Ice House. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Give me a Corona, I'm good.
Yeah.
One, two of them motherfuckers. I'm alright, man. I need to eat something with that motherfucker to be alright.
I'm talking about, I come from the era of St. Ives and Yeah.
2020.
Crooked Ice, boy, that was my shit.
Sugar Eyes.
Slime Ice, Crooked Ice, boy. Oh my god. Boy, they had the fruit punch.
You
the
don't know about that?
blueberry, boy. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's going a real flag back.
You go to Savannah, there's a little store at the foot of the bridge right there. And they sold 40s of St. Ives. You know?
Yeah.
Whole
I know
full of
St.
boy.
Ives.
And if you was a real drinker,
Yeah.
like a real drinker, they had this shit called God.
I see the commercial.
It came in a 64-ounce jug.
I know what you're talking about.
It was
Crazy Horse.
it wasn't Crazy Horse. It was a beer.
Oh,
Yeah, it came in a 64-ounce jug.
Crazy Horse came in the 64-hour jug. They did it. That was real crack in a bottle. They had to take that off the shelf.
You know what else you get motherfuckers? Thunderbirds used to get motherfuckers drunk too, boy.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds
You
get
should drink
motherfuckers
MD?
drunk up. That wine, boy.
Mad Dog's like
Oh, Mad Dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Colorful.
When it was
It's not Mad Dog. You know that's not the name of it, right?
MD. No, I'm just saying.
No, the name of it is not Mad
Mad
Dog.
Dog, it's not. What is it? What is it?
Oh, okay.
It's named after two people.
We
We just called it Mad Dog.
Dog.
But that shit makes you like a dog, man.
I drunk this shit back when it was only
Two
like
flavors.
2 flavors.
Three flavors.
Fucking grape and orange shit. Whatever the orange shit was, I don't know what the flavor was, but it wasn't no.
That shit gets
Now that shit got
Hey,
blue and
man.
yellow and
That's what we was on the blue shit.
fucking
Yeah.
wine, bro. Boy, shit,
Living
boy.
in PA,
Yeah,
that
wine
shit get
cooler.
red,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a crazy horse, boy.
Yeah, Crazy Horse was cracking a bottle, man. I remember when that shit hit. They was early on for half a bottle, man. I'm not a drinker, so I used to
Yeah,
buy
bro.
Motherfuckers used to throw up and get right and come back hit that bitch again. Fuck it. Second time, nigga. I'm clear now. I can kill the rest.
Good on that. Help me out, Glory.
11:30.
We got one subject in today, I guess we would say.
No.
And we got the chance to speak about, what was going on in our neighborhood in this area, we always talk about world news, but I think it was good that we got a chance to talk about what was going on in our, right here in this area right here as far as circumstances. Circumstances with these young men right here, and I hope to the families out there, I hope everything goes all right for them. I hope they're not too traumatized and what happened. But I hope it's a learning lesson too, to us all out here, because everything is a learning lesson, And to some of us out here too that have young kids, we gotta teach our kids to get away from confrontation too. A lot of times, and we all been young. We've all been young. So, you gotta understand the attitude of some young people too. Because when you're young, sometimes authority don't mean shit. It doesn't. And like I said, I'm not casting them out. I'm not giving the officer his dues for what he did. I think he went too far. But like I said too, at the same time too, all of us know our children. We all know what our children are. And don't ever have the attitude that, oh, my child would never do this or my child would never do that. Because you'd be surprised at what your child does, when they're not around you. I'll just say that. From the worst ones to the best ones. But some of the ones that you think are the worst sometimes conduct themselves better than the ones that have home training. Yeah, because they have a street knowledge. Hey man, look, man, don't do that shit, because
they don't have that kind of they want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They act the way they act because they have to, not because they want to.
This is a survival mode for them.
Yeah. I really want that.
Yeah.
So I know how to act with that.
So that's all I say. Shout out to everybody. And that I hope them, them kids get through whatever it is, and I hope it's a bit of a learning lesson, because everything you go through should be a learning lesson, good or bad.
We definitely wanted to speak on that. I'm glad we did touch on that, man. That was something that I told Corey. As a matter of fact, we spoke on that off camera that we was going to speak about that anyway. I thought it was in Buford. My son was like, that's
right. No, it wasn't Chinaberry. It was Squires Gate. Yeah, and everybody's saying Chinaberry. What it is Squires Gate and Chinaberry share a real thin line. Yeah, it's real thin. You'd be surprised. I mean, it's really back to back right there. I mean, you could drive in Chinaberry. There was a time when you actually could drive on that little path. Now it's like a small little waterway, and they made like a little bike path type deal where people could walk back and forth. But before Chinaberry was there, you could drive back there because that was the access to the Campbell's residence, Mr. and Mrs. Campbell, John Campbell. It was a road back there you could drive to. But Squires Gate was there longer than Chinaberry was, and you could drive back there, and you could drive right through the middle, and you could get into Squires Gate.
They still got a little slit back there now.
Matter of fact, the Campbells still live there. They still live, and I think their grandfather, they're not a part of that homeowners association. But in order to get to them, in order to get to where they are, you have to go through Chinaberry to get to where they are. But yeah, this little bit of history. If you've been here as long as as I've been here,
Anyway, we hope they're all right, like you said.
Yeah, I hope to all of them. I hope they something they can get through, and it doesn't don't damage them or make them fearful of the world. But they have an understanding of what's what it is. Other people go through. But like I said, that's a soft subject, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes because it's still a trying time. People are still high in emotions. And, I don't want nobody to run up on me.
I don't know what the fuck you said on that podcast. You don't know my child.
See?
We ain't even gonna go too much now.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch on that subject really, really light.
Yeah, man. And we got something else, man.
Nah, man, I just wish I knew who that person was that hit the ATM machine.
Oh, somebody I didn't hear about that.
ATM machine. One in Bluffton, two on the island.
They got 3 of them?
But that's all, man. I mean, y'all said things that happened around the island, you know what I mean?
They didn't even put that out. I guess.
Nah, they spoke about it. They spoke about it.
I gotta go look that up. And it's funny when situations like that happen. The banks that are involved will always downplay it.
Well, they covered it up when it happened around. They announced it at the same time as announcing the firing of the officer.
Oh, okay.
You know,
because they will always these banks will always downplay what the amount is in those ATMs.
They said it was 20,000, and
and
total?
No, out of each one.
Nah, well, no, I think it's combined.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's only like 15 grand in the ATM.
That's why I asked total.
15, maybe 15, 20 grand in the ATM.
Okay.
Depending on the ATM, the model and size.
Yeah, the model.
Model and size. You know, I ain't do it only, you know what I mean? Like, just saying.
That's all. That's,
Hey, if you did it, I hope your kids have a good Christmas. Don't fuck up all the money. Okay? Buy them kids.
It's a ring, though.
Buy them churn something.
They hit some northern states, some of them in the north states.
Are they moving? Are they moving?
Okay. They hit down here.
Wow. Definitely. Nah, that's what I wanted to talk about. The cop, like I said, from around here, and we did that. Like I say, we don't want to step on toes or have anybody feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, definitely.